wanted to talk to Larry, so he joins us now. Larry, it's Michael, Don, and Peter. How you doing?
Great to be a part of Awkward Part 2.
How do you handle this now? Because we don't exactly know how. This is certainly not your last show by choice, so is it bittersweet going into this, Larry?
Or just bitter?
It is a little bit. It's an end of an era. It's when you look back, there's so many things, guys, that reflect your life outside of sports, but it's also a part of what you've been a part of at ESPN. So it is bittersweet, but, once again, it's an opportunity to see what's out on the horizon. And you know what they say, when one door closes, another one opens.
God, we worked a lot together, Larry, right?
Oh my God.
All those Jets. And Larry did a show on LIR back in the day, and you did a show, I guess it was like an afternoon show, and you were at the Mickey Mantle's.
Yep.
And you would pop me on there because I did a show after you on a IATA, which was an internet radio station back in 2000. So I've known Larry for a long time, and you're just such a great guy, just a good, genuine person. That's why today sucks so much, because you deserve so much better.
Well, I appreciate that, Don. And Michael also appeared with me.
You actually gave me, shots on the radio when I was just a writer, and I'll always remember that and appreciate that. You put me on LIR all the time in Mickey Mantle's. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don, when I first met Michael, he and I were covering, get this, the New Jersey Nets when Larry Brown was the head coach.
Yeah.
And that's when Michael was vacationing off the Yankee beat, and they throw him in. They throw you in on a little basketball to fill in. So he was doing that, so I knew him from then. And then Peter and Michael, Don and I have a long history together of being on the road with the Jets. He tells the story many times about Greg Butler almost costing me every dollar I ever owned out in Pittsburgh at a dinner.
That was let's get a lobster for the table. I'll never forget. We got people, but they take us out to dinner before where was it, Hyde Park, I think it was, before the championship game in Indianapolis against the Colts. And who's ever done, Peter, in all the different extravagant dinners you've been on in the hip hop world and the wrestling world, had anybody had the audacity to say, let's get a lobster for the table?
That is unique. No, I've never seen that.
And wasn't springing for the dinner. I mean, we still have to split this thing, for God's sake.
Exactly.
That was a very interesting, but that was a fun time for sure.
It was, but Don and I have a lot of history, Michael and Peter, just being out on the road with the Jets. And what's ironic, which I don't even know if Don remembers, but guys, the first time I was hired there is just late 2001, is to do updates. Now, Don was the update guy at that time, and he was doing updates for Scott Farrell. You remember this, Don?
Yes.
And they wanted Don to be on the air on his own show Saturday morning. And so Friday night, he had to sleep there all night. So he made sure he was on the air there Saturday morning. So they say, hey, listen, we know you've done some stuff at BLS and LIB and whatnot. Why don't you come in, do some updates? And so Don LaGreca trained me to do updates at ESPN. And now Don LaGreca is helping me transition out of there. So it's kind of a special moment as well, guys.
Well, Larry, you were always such a gentleman to me from the second I showed up, and I just always appreciated having you at the station. Plus, I just enjoy your voice and your work. So I just want to give you your flowers for being a kind person and great on air. And also want to ask you the same thing I asked Gordon about you. What's your favorite thing about working with Gordon Damer?
Gordon is one of the wittiest people off the cuff that I've ever worked with. I mean, you could throw him a line and he will take it and twist it and make it hilarious. His family is hilarious. The things around his garden is hilarious. Gordon has a way to spin everything that puts a smile on your face. He's very witty, off the cuff. He's brilliant, and I've enjoyed the past 3.5, 4 years working. As you guys know, from working single and working together, it takes a special chemistry to work with a person. And, he's made it fun over these past 4 or 5 years.
Bottom of the eighth or top of the ninth inning, Iglesias just got a base hit to drive in a run. The Mets lead 3-2. Yes. And Diaz will come in and try to close it, but they're still batting in the ninth inning. Now, I have the money question for you. You ready?
Okay, of course.
Gordon said you're the nicest person of all time. I feel the same way. Don said it. Peter said it. What's the story? What's real? I mean, do you have any dark secrets that you just haven't let out?
Is this like a Jason Williams story you want to tell?
Oh, my God. Go there?
Oh, no, it's not like that.
No, that's
gracious.
Wow, no.
I didn't think so. That's why I brought it up, because I know there isn't.
Yeah, no. I am, Michael, you've known me. I'm just who I am. I'm just a humble guy trying to get along, help people along. But to be honest with you, the reason I am the way I am, guys, is because, and you know this, there's certain people that treat you certain ways as you come up in the business. And I wanted to be sure that I never treated anybody the way that I was treated on several occasions. So I always wanted to make people feel welcome. And I always swore that if I ever made it to live my dream, which God has helped me do for over 40 years, I would never treat people the way some had treated me previously.
We're going to need some names.
Well, when you give up the laminated list, I'll give you my names.
Oh, okay. Very good.
All right. We'll do it over drinks one night.
Sounds good.
Well, tonight is your final show. You have anything planned with you and Gordon today?
We're just going to have fun, Michael. We're not going to make it a sad ending, even though it's kind of sad. It's bittersweet for us. We're going to go out and have a good time and give people a good show like we always do. That's the only way I've known how to be on the air over the years, and Gordon agrees, and that's what we're going to do. Just go out and have some fun.
Well, there's a lot of things about this business that stink, and this is one of them, where good people that have done nothing wrong and in fact have excelled every time they're on the air, they lose their job for one reason or another, and this is certainly a case of that. So we only wish you happiness moving forward, and enjoy the show tonight, and I'm sure there's good things ahead for you.
Well, I appreciate that. And guys, listen, you guys continue to do what you're doing. And that is entertaining, being funny, keeping people updated with what's going on. Just continue to do what you do. And, you know, that will be the ultimate goal.
Well, thanks, buddy. Be well.
Thanks,
all right,
man.
my friends.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
That's Larry Hardesty, and you know, both of them very, very upfront how awkward it was. You know, we were asked, would you want Larry and Gordon on, and we love them, and of course we want them on. But I mean, you know, this is like DEFCON 4 awkward. People are losing their jobs. It's not a celebration. It's not like a retirement, and to talk to them, it's very, very weird. It just is. It's just we didn't. I mean, they made it easy on us, but of course we wanted to talk to them. But you know, what do you say? You're sorry. Of course you're sorry. Of course you wish it didn't happen. You wish that people come to their senses and keep them around in one way, shape, or form. But it's not to be, and that's why it was awkward. Even though we're talking with friends, it was awkward.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about today. I mean, it was good to talk to them, for sure, and to let people know how much we care about them, and for them to have that chance on this kind of platform to be able to say goodbye and promote their last show coming up. But it still sucks to see them go, and to contradict something that Dan said earlier. You know, a lot of jobs out there. There's really not. It's a tough time right now in this industry. So when people go, yeah, they're talented, but there's a lot of talented people that are still looking for work. So, you know, I pray that they're going to be able to land on their feet. But this is a really difficult time for this industry. So,
yeah, I felt the same way.
Not forget about that.
I appreciated Danny being so positive, but you don't want to be flippant. I mean, it's a very tough business. I mean, people want to do the job of getting to hang out and talk about sports, and even if you've been fantastic at it like they have, it's tough. But I am confident in the both of them. But no question, they will be sorely missed. They added a texture to our station that is a major loss.
Now, because Larry was on, Anthony, is that why we didn't get a point guard today?
We do have point guards, Michael. Me and Jacob thought Larry and Gordon should get point guard today.
You know what? I can accept that.
You don't want to, though. You don't want to.
Yeah,
No, it's a punt.
It's a punt by both of them, is what it is.
Listen, it's a tribute.
Don, it's a punt.
No, it's not. It's a tribute.
It's a punt.
Now it would be a little bit better if they actually had sound to back it up. But I'm going to back up Anthony.
Yeah, that's why it's a punt.
That's the thing.
Let's call
good points were made by both.
A Landetta or a guy. That's what it was.
Well, those are two of the greatest punters.
Exactly. Well, exactly. It's a great punt. That's it. It's a great punt.
Well, you know what? Then it's a really great punt. Edwin Diaz on to try to close it out.
There it is.
Big game
go.
for the Mets. Big ninth inning. When we come back, we might have the finish for you. Hey, get end of summer savings at Bay Ridge Honda.